The Private Label Pod with your host Paul Mooney, brought to you by Private Label People.
You just listen and leave the rest up to us.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Private Label Pod, episode 15. I am Paul Mooney. This week we have a very exciting topic and we've got a very exciting guest. SO has come in and he's going to tell us all about something that is really going to get you going, get you thinking. So turn up the volume, take a seat and listen in.
Get involved, have your say, ask us a question or leave us a voice message by heading on over to privatelabelpeople.com/podcast.
Hello again everybody, we have SO in with us today, the main man all the way from Buffalo. You're getting acclimatized to our weather, SO. You've been here, 2 weeks now?
We've been here a week and a half.
Okay.
It's like the weather has followed us from Buffalo.
Yeah, it's a little bit different from us. We've got a little bit of snow. We don't get much of that. I know you guys. You were showing me some pictures earlier, and you get a lot of that stuff. So it's maybe a nice change for you, not too heavy.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's like early spring for us.
Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about something very exciting, something that we've covered a little bit before, not on the podcast actually, but in some of the live streams. So some of the listeners will already be au fait with it. And that is our All One project, which is something that I've been a little bit privy to. I don't know a huge amount about it, being honest. Some of the conversations have been in and around it, and it sounds pretty exciting. Are you excited for it?
I am excited for it. I'm excited for it for Private Label People and what we're going to be delivering for all of our partners. Along with, I'm excited because I also have a portfolio of products that I sell, and it's going to be a fundamental change in how we're doing business. Great.
Well, just so that everybody is aware, for those that aren't, what exactly is it?
All One is we have a new All One facility, and All One facility is located in China, which is closer to production for all of our products that we produce. And it's a way for us to stage those products and then deliver them directly into Amazon facilities based on Amazon's request of where they'd like it shipped. So it's a major change, and what it is it's a fundamental change in how we're doing things in the sense that we can eliminate some expenses. It's been something that we've been talking about, a war on our expenses. And this would be consistent with eliminating third-party storage memberships fees, third-party storage, monthly storage for your products, and the cost that's associated with that, along with inward fees that we all pay when we store our products at a third-party facility in the country, as opposed to sending the products and holding them directly in Amazon. And what this does is allows us to avoid the charge that we would incur when we ship it from that third-party facility to the distribution center that Amazon requires it to go to.
Excellent. It sounds like it was something that, for you as a previous private label seller and somebody who still has a portfolio, as you say, that this sounds like something that would be a dream, really. And now you're actually you're forwarding it, you're pushing it forward yourself. So it must be great to be at the point of launching it. But it must have taken a lot of work to get it to here. Where did the idea originally come from? Was it just through conversations between the guys and the team, or?
Well, I would love to take credit, but I can't. Not even close. For sure, this is probably the brainchild of Ollie and Mickey, and all of the years' experience that they have with shipping for their portfolio to the many countries that they do, because we don't only have a third party in one country. We have a third party storage facility in every every market that we go to. So you're paying shipping fees from each one of these place monthlies, and these are significant, from hundreds to thousands of dollars monthly. And how this originated was obviously some work one-on-one with different pieces of our network inside China. And it started several years ago in conversation. Then it started to be some testing of some products, and there were some tests of products being sent directly from China to Amazon at different locations. And then it has to be market research, because, you know, the U.S. does different imports things differently than the UK does, and you have to have a record of importer, which Amazon cannot be. So there's some real technical pieces that go into it, and these took quite a long time to circumvent and to understand and to find an answer to. The reason most people that are private label sellers ship to a third party is because these are difficult answers to come by, and we wanted to take and it takes time to do that, which a lot of companies won't do. It's more expensive initially to start something like this. It takes more effort, more energy, and the time committed to it. So we at Private Label People decided that this was just the right thing to do. So we took the time to make it come to fruition. And this started to, we were here in October as a visit with the team. It was not on our schedule of conversation. This really picked up in late November, early December, and by December, second week of December, we decided to move on it. So it has been something that picked up steam and momentum, and we wanted to jump on it because what we get to do is we really get to start a timer on when we will pay our last subscription fee, our last storage fee, and our last inward fee.
Great. And it's something that's obviously came about, as you say, because of the connections, well, in partly because of the connections Ali and Mickey have in China, and they've obviously shipped thousands of goods backward and forward. They have some contacts there, and you know, it's always great that you can reach out to somebody on the other side of the world and have somebody you trust, and the guys have that now. In terms of an actual member, is it as basic as the fact that there might be some products that you're currently looking at in the past and you've went, I can't afford to sell this product, this isn't going to get me a return, and now the difference with the all one, the warehouse being there and that facility, is it now going to be the case that somebody might look at a product and go, okay, I actually can make a return on this, this is actually going to be profitable, whereas maybe 3-6 months ago it wasn't before this came about?
Well, I can for sure tell you that Ollie and Emily are going to go back in their research and their logs, the history of their research, and review some past products that wouldn't work. Mostly because one of the biggest points that we're talking about with All One is that if you are a member, an all-inclusive member of Private Label People, and you have a membership with us, there is no cost to All One. And what that means is that you can store your products, your all-inclusive products with us that you get with us, and send them into Amazon as a replenishment at no cost to you. Okay. So we are not only eliminating or reducing costs, we're just really eliminating them altogether. So when you look at going back on your products and doing more research on something that wasn't there, 100% could be viable. Also, the competitive edge that you'll have on every product in every market of your portfolio, wherever you are, that no one else will have, because we are eliminating storage fees, eliminating subscription fees, and eliminating inward fees. These are huge expenses to us. They don't even in the breakdown of private P&L, it wouldn't be a cost of doing business. It's an expense that's endured. So this is a huge piece that goes directly to your bottom line, your P&L.
Really is. It sounds like a huge moment, not just for Private Label People, the guys behind it, the likes of yourself and Emily and Ollie and Mickey, but also for our members. And at the end of the day, that's who we're trying to help and what we're doing it for. And those guys, I'm sure, are all really appreciative. I'm sure you've had a little bit of feedback and a little bit of excitement. We had a live event last weekend. I'm sure you were able to look at people in the eyes. I know we really only on Sunday sort of told people about it, but it was, let's face it, it was the best, worst kept secret ever, wasn't it?
Yeah, we didn't do very good at keeping secret, and that is because we were so excited. Yeah. There's no doubt. This is, we talk about it being fundamental change to your business. This is huge. It's going to change the landscape of private label selling worldwide, because the competitive edge that it has, the eliminating entire expense columns in your PCS or your expense files. This is something that people have been paying for years. There was no light at the end of the tunnel, and finally there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We couldn't be more excited, and it really is a collaboration between everybody on the team, and the movement forward is very exciting for us.
Absolutely. So if I'm a private label seller, I am now frantically searching back through some of the products that I've binned in the past and said, well, that ain't going to work. And now I'm looking at it going, maybe I'll revisit that one. And you must be, as a private label seller yourself, you're doing that also, as you say, Mickey and Emily are looking at past products. And yeah, it's a really exciting time. Where do you see your business, private label people, first of all, where do you see it in 10 years' time? How seismic do you think this change will make for private label people as a business?
Well, it's funny that you talk about that because this is actually a topic of conversation that has come up. We first started talking about this in October, and we're revisiting it now with our visit here. And for us, the seismic change, the real where I would see us is that we are going to work with a small group of people. We kind of announced this week. We'd had a live event over the weekend. We talked about it, that private label people, we believe we're going to be around the number of 150. And what 150, that number represents is 150 private label people. And a private label person then becomes what is a private label person. And there's somebody that is business driven, self-starting, self-motivated, and they are taking this from maybe something they're doing as a hobby or a side hustle and looking to go to 6 to 7 figures. And what we would like to see is 150 successful 6 and 7 figure sellers inside our business that have changed the landscape of private label selling.
Great. And it's great to be able to put a number on lots of different things, but I guess what you're saying there is that it doesn't matter whether you have a portfolio of 6 products or whether you have a portfolio of 25 products going forward. 150 is that number that we can cater for no matter how many products they have.
It really is. And what that number looks like is it becomes, we look at quality of our clients, quality of our partners and membership as opposed to quantity. It's a business structure that is in line with our values and what we want to do going forward. You know, we talk about a lifestyle as a private label seller. We talk about the lifestyle that we want to live and we're living that. And, you know, we don't see a group of 10,000 people or more allowing us to live the way we would like to live or delivering the results to our partners that they would like, which is we want to be involved with them on a relationship style business and partnership, involved in their business, talking about the business, making small changes and nuances to take them from good to great and really impact their life and their business.
Yeah, and that word you mentioned, partnership, it's a huge thing. I think it's a great thing to get out there to people listening, is that we see it as a partnership, and it's not that they're our clients or that they're our members so much, it's that they're actually partners of the business, and when they do well, we do well. And the All One project is going to further enable them to be able to do that. It also gives us more control, right? It's, in terms of, we know Mickey is so busy chasing suppliers all of the time, but now she'll have one point of contact within a single setting in China that she's able to go back and forth with, build a relationship of trust. They're answerable to Mickey, and Mickey's able to give the answers to the members. So it really brings that control in, doesn't it?
It does give us that control, and keeping our membership to a smaller number, say 150, allows us to really hone in and make sure that we're doing what we want to do. We talk about what we'd like to do, but delivering that is a whole different thing. And, people can see through that. So we want to make sure we stand by what we say we're going to do, and then we deliver those results. And that's going to be possible by keeping the number realistic and smaller for us, because we get to make that attempt at that quality. And having control of a smaller group. And, if everybody's doing multiple products and they have a large portfolio, there really is a lot of moving pieces. Mm-hmm. And what happens in a lot of companies is they try to be all things to everyone, and you lose pieces. There's too much friction, and you don't have the ability to deliver on what your promise is. Yep. People get frustrated with that. They look elsewhere. As as a private label seller myself with my own portfolio, I've experienced these things, and we do know how challenging this business can be, but we also know how important it is to have a partner and how successful you can be if you have the right partner. So bringing all those pieces together, realizing you can't be everything to everybody, and then which means we're going to have to say no. One of the things that we're saying no to is that our all-one facility is not a storage facility. So you can't just contact us and store your products there. These are private label, all-inclusive private label people products. And we are using this as a staging area to distribute them directly into Amazon. So it's a really efficient process that we've been building for some time. And we feel that it's going to give us that edge, that competitive edge that we were speaking about. And it's going to allow us to dial it in and get better and better and better. We've talked about all the extra things that can come out about it, and it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds incredible. It sounds really exciting. And certainly I can see the excitement in the people in the office talking about it, and everybody that I've spoken to about it just thinks it's a great idea. And we've got all the contacts, the expertise, and the excitement, and the real forward drive to take it forward. So really looking forward to it. So I think it's going to be a big year. Are you going to get out to China at some point to visit this place, do you think?
Actually, we just discussed this 2 days ago, and Mickey and Ali will be going in April.
Very good, excellent. They can meet their contact and put some thoughts down and take him out for a bite of lunch and look after him and That's make sure that he's kept good. But thank you once again. Great to have you in, and I know we're going to do a few more of these before you leave us. You're leaving us soon.
We're here till next week, so end of Friday next week.
Excellent. Well, look, we'll get around the table with the microphones in front of us and do another few, I'm sure. But thanks for now, so.
It's great being here. Thanks for having me.
Get involved, have your say, ask us a question, or leave us a voice message by heading on over to privatelabelpeople.com/podcast.
Well, there you go. I told you it was going to be exciting, and Esso was really able to convey his passion for it and how excited he is along with the rest of the guys. So I really hope you enjoyed it. As always, drop us some comments below the podcast and let us know if you have any questions or any thoughts. Until the next time, thanks once again.